Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Umajnanati Viradasya Jnanandana Salakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaga Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandekam Sri Guru Shri Utapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagagana Raghunadan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripri Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva Chapatitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Isvaraga Parama Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraga Anadir Adir Govindaga Sarva Karana Karanam Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, Raja Vidya, the king of knowledge. Krishna is teaching here in this Bhagavad Gita, especially we are studying right now in the 11th chapter, the Viswarupam. In fact, Krishna is showing his universal form to Arjuna. So we understand in this cosmic manifestation, everything is Krishna's universal form only. So it is beyond our imagination. This universe is so huge, like we cannot put limits to it. So that's what we need to understand. Beyond our imagination means it's beyond our comprehension. We cannot even comprehend how big it is. So we need to understand the limitations what we have. One thing, we are so fortunate that we are having a human body with this human brain, we are able to do a lot of things. But still, we have a lot of limitations. It all depends upon what kind of brain we have to do our activities. So maybe, like, there was a question, like a devotee asked yesterday, like, what if you go to Swargaloka, what kind of body we will get? So maybe that body even may have something sophisticated than the human brain. Maybe you can do even much more. But the important point what we need to understand is that Krishna is teaching very well, very clearly that. So in all the three worlds, the modes of nature are in control. That's what we need to understand. So even in the Swargaloka also, three modes of material nature are there controlling. But only point is that the mode of goodness is predominant there. Whereas in this material world, in this earthly planets, the mode of passion, Rajoguna, is predominant. So depending upon our swabhava, we will go to a particular planet, either hellish planet or heavenly or this earthly planets. So it all depending upon our swabhava at the time of death. So that is Krishna is teaching very, very clearly. So if we die with the Satuguna, we will go to Swarga. So that's what Krishna is already teaching. So we'll go to Swargaloka. So, Urdhvam Gachanti Satvastha Madhye Tistanti Rajasa. Jahanya Guna Vrittista Ado Gachanti Tamasa. That's what Krishna is saying. So, Urdhvam Gachanti Satvastha. If we are in the Sattva Guna, we will elevate ourselves to the Urdhvam means higher level planetary systems, basically. But if we are free from the modes of nature, then we are not going to go to any of these planets. We are going to go to Goloka. But as long as Swargaloka. Whereas if we die in the mode of passion, Madhye Tistanti Rajasa. So we will be in this middle level planetary system, Madhye Tistanti Rajasa. Jahanya Guna Vrittista Ado Gachanti Tamasa. So if we are in the Tamo Guna, then we will go to Ado Gachanti Tamasa. That's what. So that's what Krishna is teaching us very, very clearly in Bhagavad Gita. We understand it. So that way we need to basically understand this, and we need to free ourselves from all the three modes of material nature and go to Goloka. That should be our goal. That's what every day we are studying about it, that we want to go to Goloka. So Krishna is teaching in the 14th chapter, Yada Sattve Pravartetu Pralayam Yati Deha Bhritti Tadottama Vidam Lokan Amalan Pradipatyati. So that's what Sattva Guna. If you die in the Sattva Guna, Yada Sattve Pravartetu Pralayam Yati Deha Bhritti Uttama Vidam Lokan. So we'll go to the Lokan where Uttama, so the finest people, they live. Uttama Vidam, the great sages are living. Whereas if we are dying in the mode of passion, then we will actually, there is Rajasi Pralayam Gatva. Rajasi Pralayam Gatva Karma Sangeshu Jayate. So we will come to this earthly planets where karma, where we are forced to act. So Karma Sangeshu Jayate. Tata Pralinaga Tamasi Muda Yonisu Jayate. Whereas if we die in the mode of Tamo Guna, we will take birth in the animal species. So basically Muda Yonishu Jayate. So, but the opportunity to control our modes of nature. Control means we know that modes of nature are controlling us, but to free ourselves from that control. We cannot control the modes of nature, but we can free ourselves from that control, because those modes of nature are very strong, very powerful. Can we control Durga Devi? We cannot control. Maya Devi, Durga Devi, we cannot control. But we can behave well so that Durga Devi will not control us. In the sense, will free us from her clutches, so that we can actually go to Krishna's well Goloka. That's what we need to understand. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us very clearly that if you are freed from the modes of nature, then you will come to Goloka. That's it. Sagunan samati taitan Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So that's what Krishna is saying, that Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. We will go to Krishna's well Goloka. Krishna has already established that place. Brahmanohi pratistagam amritasya avyayasya cha sasvatasya cha dharmasya sukasya kanti tasya cha. Krishna has already established. So we will go there and enjoy with Krishna if we are freed from the three modes of material nature. And this is an opportunity for us to do that, this human body, human life. So that's what every day we are reminding ourselves, because it's such a very important fact that we should not forget at all. Because the moment we forget this important fact, when we start focusing on the material world, then we are losing time. We are not only losing time, we are missing the opportunity, and we are binding ourselves to this material bondage. We are getting ourselves more entangled in this material world. So we should not give any opportunity for such things to happen in our life. That's what is very important. We should be very careful. How we can ensure, how we can make sure that we are not going to think about the material sense objects, not going to focus on materialistic things. So That's only possible when we are constantly connected with Krishna, when we are able to hear to Krishna constantly. That's what we are doing. We are studying Bhagavad Gita every day means we are actually listening to Krishna every day. So that way, day by day, we are getting more progress. We are actually getting closer to Krishna when we are listening to Bhagavad Gita. Because Bhagavad Gita itself is a continuous source of knowledge. There is so much to know about ourselves, Atma. To study about this material world matter, there are so many books. Mainly, the libraries are full of books. Now, these days, everything is soft copies, books, everything. You don't even have to get some thick hard copies to study. But there are so many actually about this matter. So many papers getting published, so many all such things, research, publications, journals, this, that, everything about this matter actually. And what to talk about ourself, the soul. What to know about our soul. So just this matter, material world, this matter itself is so much there. Now to realize that we are not the body, we are the soul. And to know about our soul, we just have only one book. That is Bhagavad Gita, the song of God. And all the knowledge is inside this Bhagavad Gita. Only thing is that it gets revealed when we read it again and again and again, when we study these slokas, then we will get the complete picture about ourselves. It's not going to happen in just by one go, just reading this, understand this, not like that. And we need to, and another important point that we are enjoying when we understand about ourselves, when we know the fact that we are the soul, not this body, that brings us so much of happiness because we know about ourselves now. We are not going to be destroyed at all, but our body only is getting destroyed. Our body only is changing, and our body is always changing, and it is never the same. And every day it is changing. All such things we understand from Bhagavad Gita. Every day when we are eating food, our body is changing. We need to know that. As soon as we take food, morning food, breakfast, morning, if we eat, or lunch, if we eat, that means our body is changing. Because those food particles, they are getting digested and they are getting absorbed and they are carried away to all the cells using our blood. The blood is just doing all these things. It's not only just carrying oxygen, but it carries sugar, everything. So all the things, our cell needs glucose, energy, all such things. So we need to understand. So iron, it carries the iron, so it is needed. So that's why we check for hemoglobin, all such things. So that way, our body is getting changed every moment. Actually, every moment our body is getting changed. So that's how the new cells are forming. The cells are breaking and forming, which I explained a few days ago. That's what is happening. So we are not this body, we know that. We are the soul. So that knowledge we are getting from Bhagavad Gita, not from anywhere else. So now we understand from Bhagavad Gita that we are not the soul, but we are inside this body and we are struggling and suffering inside this material body. And we should not be getting another body, another material body. That also every day we are reminding ourselves this very important fact. And that's going to be possible only by focusing our mind on Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, thinking about Krishna, doing everything for Krishna, connecting ourselves with Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So that way we will be able to free ourselves from this body, material body. Then we are going to go to Gola. So Gunanetan Atitya Treen. That is what is very important. Gunanetan Atitya Treen. Treen Gunan. Treen Gunan. These three gunas, we should be Atitya. Atitya means we should be able to free ourselves from these three gunas. That's what Gunanetan Atitya Treen. Then this Dehi, this soul, can be freed from the birth, old age, disease, and death, which are born because of this deha. Dega samudbhava. Dega samudbhava, janma mrityu jara dukkaihi, vimukto. Vimukto means freed, liberation, liberator. That's what we want. We want freedom from this material birth, old age, disease, and death that's happening to our body. So how we can get that freedom? Only by freeing ourselves from the three modes of material nature. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So that's why Gunan Etan Atityatrin Degi Dega Samudbhava. Janma Mrityu Jara Dukkaihi Vimukto Amritam Ashnute. We will be Vimukto, we will be freed and we will be able to enjoy Amritam. Amritam Ashnute. That's what is going to happen. That is Amritam means then there is no more death. Amritam. Only if you take birth in this material world, then only there is death. And if you don't take birth, then there is no death. That's what Amritam. If you don't listen to Krishna, then it is we will keep coming back to this Mritam. Mrityu Samsara Sagarat. So that's what is going to happen. Aprapya Mam Kaunteya Mrityu Samsara Sagara. That's it. Asradadana Purushagat Dharmasyasya Parantapa Aprapya Mam Kaunteya. So we will again Aprapya Mam Nivartante Mrityu Samsara Sagarat. We will come back to this material world where death is certain. So Aprapya Mam means without able to come to me. So we can't go to Goloka. We can't go to Krishna. Now by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have got the opportunity to go to Goloka. We are making use of this opportunity and we will go to Goloka. There is no doubt about it. So only thing is that we need to keep studying and understanding this Bhagavad Gita again and again and simply follow what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. That's what we are doing it. Now we are in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So being Sunday, we are studying in a different cycle. So we are in the 11th chapter. We finished 44 slokas in the 11th chapter. Both Krishna and Arjuna keep talking. So Arjuna is actually, we already understood about Krishna's Viswarupa very well. Arjuna explained very well, we understood. And then Arjuna also asked Krishna about who are you? What is your mission? And that also we understand. Krishna is the time and his mission is to destroy this world. And of course, this world will get destroyed because nothing is permanent here. We understand it very well. So it is going to get destroyed. And now Arjuna is again talking to Krishna. That's what we are studying. So we studied up to 44 slokas. So what we studied in the sloka number 41 to 42, 41 last week, Krishna is teaching. In fact, Arjuna is telling Krishna that Saketi matva prashabam yaduktham He Krishna, He Yadava, He Saketi Ajanata Mahimanam Tavedam Maya Pramadat Pranayena Vapi Yachavaha Sartam Asat Krutosi Vigara Sanyasana Bhojaneshu Ye Tavapyachuta Tatsamaksham Tatksamaye Tvam Agamaprameyam. So thinking you as my friend, Saketi Matva Prasabam Yaduktam, whatever I said, I called you, I addressed you rashly, Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava, Hey Saketi, without understanding about your superiority. Ajanata Mahimanam Tavedam Maya Pramadat Pranayena Vapi, either due to my foolishness or out of my love. Maya Pramadat Pranayena Vapi. Yachavagasaartam Asat Krutoshi. So whenever I got an opportunity, found time, Yachavagasaartam. So just for the jokingly, I actually dishonor you. Asat Kritoshi. When we were actually sitting, playing, and sitting and sleeping together and eating together. So vihara, sayasana, bhojaneshu, ekotavapyachuda tat samaksham. Either we were alone or when we were with other friends. So I did all those things. I dishonored you many times in the past without knowing you as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You please forgive me for all such offenses. Tat kshamaye tvam aham aprameyam. Oh, immeasurable. So that's what he was saying. Thinking of you as my friend, I have rashly addressed you, O Krishna, O Yadava, O my friend, not knowing your glories. Please forgive whatever I may have done in madness or in love. I have dishonored you many times, jesting as we relaxed, lay on the same bed or sat or ate together, sometimes alone and sometimes in front of many friends. Oh, infallible one, please excuse me for all these offenses. That's what Arjuna is telling Krishna. Now, in the next sloka, Arjuna told Krishna what we studied last week. Pitasi lokasya chara charasya tvamasya pujyascha guru gariyan natvat samosti abhyadikaka kutonyo lokatrayepi apratima prabhava. So, Pitasi lokasya chara charasya. You are the father of these worlds, all the worlds, both the moving and non-moving. And you are the worshipable Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are the Pujascham, Guru Gariyan. You are the glorious Master. Natvat samosti abhyatikaka kuto anyu. There is no one equal to you, and how is it possible for anyone to become equal to you? Abhyatikaka kuto anyu. Lokatrayepi apratima prabhavi. On all these three worlds, we cannot find anyone who is above you. So, apratima prabhava, or immeasurable power. You are the father of this complete cosmic manifestation of the moving and the non-moving. You are its worshipable chief, the supreme spiritual master. No one is greater than you, nor can anyone be one with you. Nor can anyone be one with you. How then could there be anyone greater than you within these three worlds, within the three worlds, O Lord of immeasurable power? So that's what Arjuna is telling Krishna. Then we finished last week in this sloka number 44. Tasmat pranamya pranidaya kayam prasadaye tvam agamishamidhyam piteva putrasya sakeva sakyuhu priyaha priyayargasi deva sodum. Therefore, I am completely surrendering unto you. Tasmat pranamya pranidaya kayam. I am offering my obeisances, completely lying down in front of you with my body, entire body. Prasadaye tvam aham isam idyam. So you please show your mercy. O Supreme Personality of Godhead, you please shower your mercy upon me, just like a father tolerates his son's mistakes, or a friend just with his friend's mistakes, or a husband, like a lover tolerates his lover's mistake. So please, you tolerate whatever offenses I committed. So you are the Supreme Lord, to be worshipped by every living being. Thus I fall down to offer you my respectful obeisances and ask your mercy. As a father tolerates the impudence of his son, as a friend the impertinence of a friend, or a husband the familiarity of his wife, please tolerate the wrongs I may have done you. That's what Arjuna is telling. Now, in the next sloka, we are continuing today in this sloka number 45. Adhishtapurvam Krishtoshmi Drishtva Bhayena cha pravyatitam manomi Tadeva me darshaya deva rupam Prasida devesha jagannivasa. Even though I'm happy that I'm seeing the form which I have never seen, Adhishtapurvam Krishtosmi Drishtva. But because of fear, so bayena cha pravyatitam manome. So my mind is perturbed. So because of fear, my mind is perturbed. By seeing your terrible universal form, my mind is perturbed. So you please show me your mercy by showing your Deva Rupa. So Prasida Devesha Jahannivasa, O Devesha, O Lord of the Lords, O Jahannivasa, refuge of the universe. You please Prasida, you please be gracious, please show your mercy. Tadeva me darshaya Deva Rupam, show me your Deva Rupa. That's what Arjuna is asking. After seeing this universal form which I have never seen before, I am gladdened. But at the same time, my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of God, O Lord of the Lords, O abode of the universe. Then in the next sloka, Arjuna is continuing in the sloka number 46. Kiritinam gadinam chakrahastam ichamitvam drashtum maham tataiva tenaiva rupena chaturbhujena sahasrabaho bhava vishwamurte. So what is the Deva Rupa? The Deva Rupa with 4 shoulders. So Chatur Bhujena. So that's what I want to 4-handed, basically 4-handed. So Gritinam, Gatinam, Chakrakastam. So with Gritinam, with helmets, and with Gadinam, with clubs, and Chakrahastam with the chakra, with the disc. So with the disc in hand, Chamitvam drashtum aham tataiva. So I want to desire that form of you. So tenaiva rupena chaturbhujena, that rupa, that form with 4 shoulders, 4 hands. Sahasrabaho bhava vishwamurte. So now he is asking that Sahasrabhavo. So now you are a 1,000-handed. You are in your Vishwarupa, you are having thousands of hands. Now I want to see your Deva Rupa with 4 hands. So that's what Arjuna is saying, that Sahasrabaho Bhava Vishwa Murte. So 4 thousands of hands you have. O universal form, O 1,000-armed Lord, I wish to see you in your 4-armed form with helmeted head and with club, wheel, conch, and lotus flower in your hands. I long to see you in that form. So that's what here Arjuna is telling Krishna. Of course, in this sloka, Arjuna is not using the word lotus flower, but we know that Krishna or Vishnu, he has lotus flower also. Gritinam, Gatinam, Chakragastam, all such things. So that's what Arjuna is telling. So now in the next sloka, Krishna is speaking. Now we are so happy, very fortunate now to listen again from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Shri Krishna is saying that Shri Bhagavan Vacha Maya Prasannena Tavarjunedam Rupam Param Darshitam Atma Yoga Tejomayam Vishwam Anantamadyam Yanme Twadanyena Nadrishtapurvam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, happily I have shown you Maya Prasannena Tavarjunedam, this Rupam Param Darshitam Atma Yogat, by my own internal potential. Happily I have shown you this universal form to you. Tejomayam Vishwam Anantamadyam. So with full of effulgence, Tejomayam Vishwam, this universal, this entire universe, Anantam means without any ends, without any limits, unlimited Adyam, the original supreme universal form. I have shown it to you very happily. Yanme Twadanyena Nadrishta Purvam. So whatever I have shown to you, so other than you, Twadanyena, besides you, no one has seen in the past. Na drishta purvam. That's what Krishna is saying. So this universal form, what I have shown to you right now, is not seen by anyone in the past. That's what Krishna is telling Arjuna. Question comes, devotees ask, then what about Sanjaya? Sanjaya was also seen. Did he see the universal form like this? No. When Krishna says to Arjuna that no one has seen, that means no one has seen, including Sanjaya. Sanjaya didn't get the divine eyes. He got the mercy from Vyasadev to listen, to hear, and to see what's happening in the battlefield, but not the universal form. To see the universal form, Krishna gave special divine eyes to Arjuna. Natumam sakyashet rashtum anenaiva swachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshugu pashyame yogamaiswaram. The divyam chakshugu. So that Krishna gave it to Arjuna. That's why Arjuna was able to see this universal form. And Krishna is telling very clearly that no one has seen in the past. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear Arjuna, happily have I shown you by my internal potency this supreme universal form within the material veil. No one before you has ever seen this primal form, unlimited and full of glaring effulgence. That's what Krishna is doing. Now Krishna is continuing in the next shloka, in the shloka number 48. Naveda yajñādhyayanai nadanai na chakriyabhir na tapobhirugraihi yevam rupaga sakyakam nirloke drashtum twadanyena kuru pravira. Who best among the Kuru warriors? Not by Vedas, studying Vedas, not by sacrifice, yajnas, not by charity, never by any other ritualistic activities, kriyabi, pious activities, and never by intense penances, austerity, serious penances, tapopir ugregi, yevam rupaga sakyam aham. So whatever the form, this universal form, anyone can see, no one can see by all these means. Drashum, sakyaham narloke, in this narloke, in this material veil, no one can see by studying Vedas or performing yajnas or performing given by charities or other rituals or with intense austerities. No way, no one can see this universal form. Twadanyena kuru pravira, other than you. So no one has seen. So that's what Krishna is continuing. So, best of the Kuru warriors, no one before you has ever seen this universal form of mine. For neither by studying the Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charity, nor by pious activities, nor by severe penances can I be seen in this form in the material veil. So then how we can see Krishna? That Krishna is explaining in the coming slokas, which we'll study next week. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 48 slokas in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashnaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Namo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, if any devotee has any questions, you can use the raise hand option. Otherwise, I will unmute you one by one. Hare Krishna. Aparna Kalyani Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Chitrita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Guruji, so today class was really wonderful, and so Vishwaroop is definitely different from the divine roop which Krishna shows. So is it correct?
Exactly, yes.
So
Yes, Vishwarupa is, yeah. To three rupas, we are going to study also Manusha Rupa. So Deva Rupa, Manusha Rupa, Vishwarupa. So Manusha Rupa is with two-handed Krishna. So that is his original form, Manusha Rupa. Then Deva Rupa, then Vishwarupa. Yes.
So why did he show the Vishwarupa to Arjun? Just to tell him, to convince him that, see,
No,
I'm
because
the one.
Arjuna asked Krishna to show his Vishwarupa. Manyase iti tatsakyam maya drashtum iti prabho yogeshwara tato metvam tarshayatmanam avyam. So if you think that I can see your Vishwarupa, you please show me your Vishwarupa. That's what Arjuna asked Krishna. That's why Krishna showed.
Because he got frightened seeing the Vishwarupa.
Yeah, at the end he got frightened. Yeah, in the beginning he asked, he wanted to see his Vishwarupa, but when Krishna showed Vishwarupa, he got frightened. Yes, that's it. Yeah.
And so when he says that, I have, many a times I have kind of chided you and behaved badly with you as a friend, and please forgive me. Guruji, does that on a very, 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 very nano scale, does that also imply for us when we are dealing with one another? Like, after all, between each patients,
That
that
is
we
correct.
also.
That is correct. That is correct. Because of not having the knowledge, because of our ignorance, we are also doing that every day. So, but but if you know Krishna as the Supreme Lord, we of course when we love Him with Krishna, any kind of relationship we can have, accordingly we can do. That's not a problem, because Krishna didn't take that seriously at all. Correct? He was, he's the Supreme Lord, but he was. Treating him as a friend only, correct? Bhakto me Saka Cheti. He was telling Krishna, Arjuna that you are my devotee and my friend. That's what he was saying, correct? So Krishna treats us like that way only. So that way we can do when we love Krishna, our Supreme Lord. There is no need to fear at all. So Bhayena cha pravyatata mano me. So because of fear, my mind is perturbed. That is because of seeing the Viswarupa. But when we see Krishna's human form, we don't have to fear at all. His beautiful form. So that's the thing, Mataji.
Another thing is that, Guruji, we don't have attachments per se. No, man. But sometimes duty itself or responsibility itself becomes a binding for us. That is also a form of attachment.
That is eventually, Mataji, when we are engaged in Krishna's service, so all those things will be, all the impediments will be gone away. That's why Krishna is saying that Machittaga Sarva Durgani Matprasada Tarishashi. If you think about me all the time, then by my mercy, all your obstacles will be gone. So that way we are already seeing that we are getting so much of opportunities to serve Him, correct, Mataji? This itself is unimaginably, it's growing, correct, the opportunities. So that's what will happen. So Krishna is creating so many opportunities. We are going to get ourselves very busy in serving Krishna.
Yes.
Then at that time we get so much of happiness and enjoyment. All other things will become secondary. Slowly we will give them up. We don't even care about them because we are so busy serving Krishna and enjoying in Krishna consciousness. That's what will happen. But materially speaking, we won't be loser at all because Krishna takes care of us very well, Mataji. That's the main thing.
Thank you. Okay, Guruji, just one more thing that is
Yes.
regarding our own flyers.
Yes.
I think, so thank God the Delhi heat has gone down a lot. So
Yes.
it will be ready, but this by Wednesday he has promised, but let's see, by Thursday I'm putting it as 1 week. So by Friday and Saturday we should be ready with the flyers. Then I will get in touch with we will all get together for the Delhi meet. And we
Yes,
may
Mataji. Yeah, I am releasing a Ila Mataji and Romarai Mataji also. Yeah, we can. I know we were supposed to talk yesterday, but we couldn't. But maybe I will call today. Yes, Mataji. No problem. I'm also. Yes, Mataji.
Sorry, you please tell me.
No. I was saying that we also have to create another flyer for distributing, not even for printing, for distributing. Dr. Ankit Prabhu mentioned. So I'm working with. I discussed with Sashi Kopar Mataji and Sumati Mataji today. So maybe we will soon get that ready, Mataji. So maybe we can even. I think three of you, Sashi Kopar Mataji, Sumati Mataji, we can work on finalizing that flyer and give it to Ankit Prabhu. Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Guruji. Thank you so much.
You were saying something else, Mataji? You were saying
no,
something?
I was just asking if you could possibly send one of your photographs. I saw that little promotional video in YouTube of yours. That picture of yours that you have there in that passport size photograph. If you could
I will send it to you, Mataji. I will send it to you. Yes.
Please, if you could kindly send that, then we will.
I will send
Thank you.
I know. Yes, Mataji.
Right. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Brinda Jai Singh Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yesterday, my phone, I don't know, I could not connect. I could hear you, but you all could not hear me.
No, but I was repeatedly telling you, Mataji, I don't know whether that you could hear or not. You can disconnect and join again, and then it will work. So that's what Sasikopan, you were able to hear that one, Mataji? I was mentioning.
No. I without your hearing also, I try to do that because sometimes the connection because of Zoom or something, I'm not able to reconnect. I don't know why, but That's why today I said, before anything happens, just let me also speak if things are clear, because now also I got disconnected for 2-3 minutes while the chanting was
Oh,
on. I think
yes,
some
Mataji.
pop-up comes of some phone or something, then that happens.
Maybe the internet
So anyway,
connection
Guruji,
is weak or something, Mataji. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yes, Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
maybe it's the internet also. Yes, Guruji.
Yes, yes, yes,
So,
Mataji.
yesterday also I had like in the evening I lost one very, very dear friend of mine, similar age, and of course she was physically very active and a good religious soul. But I think diabetes is something which you always speak also as a killer disease.
Yes.
So
Yes.
from long suffering and agony and all that, she expired. So I had gone for her cremation, and she was all swollen up, and so I was remembering our lecture at that time, that how
Yes, Mataji.
inert our body is. It's just matter. And so, Guruji, my question is that how would she know that this is her last birth, or how would one know at that point of time that this is my last birth? I mean,
We won't even know, Mataji. Only we knows only when Krishna takes us to him, then only we know. Because that's why Krishna is saying that Tasmat Sarvesu Kalesu Yoga Yukto Bhava Arjuna. So Naite Sriti Partha Jnanam Yogi Mukhyati Kaschanam. So a yogi is not bewildered by all those things. So that's what he says. So that's why always be a yogi. That's it. We don't have to worry about it. Just 1 second, Mataji. 1 second.
yes, yes.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, sir. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji. So then my question is that we just need to be connected to Krishna and not worry about where we will be in the next birth.
Yeah, that and all, let us not worry, Mataji. Let Krishna take care of it. Why should we worry? Krishna knows. That's why he says that Naite Sriti Partha Jnanam Yogi Mukhyati Kaschana. Yogi, by knowing all those things, there are Sukla Krishna Gati Khete Jagattaga Sasvate Mate Ekaya Yati Anavritam Anyaya Vartate Punaga. So there are two ways when we die. Sukla Krishna Gati Hete. So one way is Ekaya Yati Anavritam. One way when we die, we will not come back. Anyaya Vartate Punaga. Another way when we die, we will again come back. So Naite Sriti Partha Jnanam Yogi Mukhyati Kaschana. Yogi, by knowing these things, he is not bewildered. So he is not bewildered. So Tasmat Sarvesu Kalesu Yoga Yukto Bhava Arjuna. So always you be a yogi. That's what Krishna is teaching, Mataji. So you understand that, Mataji? Hare Krishna. You got muted again. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. You understood?
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Guruji. I was, what you're saying is very true.
Yes, Mataji.
Another thing is that you have made that group. Thank you for that group.
Yeah, Mumbai group we created. Yes, Mataji. Yes, yes. We need to.
But I would like if you would add the names to the numbers, because I don't know who is who.
I don't know how you maybe unless you put them in your contact, you will not know, Mataji.
So I
only
will have
SK
to.
Garg Prabhu number only I didn't have. I need to get his number and add him. But otherwise, I added you, Ravindra Koil Prabhu, Satyendra Singh Prabhu, and Hema
Yeah,
Mataji.
but I don't know whose number is who. So I will have to call and then find out and then name it.
I can share all their contacts. You can add in your contacts. Then you will know, Mataji. You will know.
Yes, Guruji. Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you for the class. And Guruji, today's class was very good because of that Vishwa Rupa, which really Arjun could not handle himself seeing it. So, I mean, it's only then he could know his value, his presence, how big and vast he is, from which we can imagine that how vast everything is and so limitless, whereas we are so limited in every faculty of us.
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
Yes,
Mataji.
Guruji. So our main purpose is to just be connected to the Bhagavad Gita and Krishna.
That is correct, Mataji. That's correct.
Yes,
Yes, we
Guruji.
just have
Thank
to
you
follow
for.
this Bhagavad Gita, and that's it.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare
Hare
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Rahul Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. How are you, Prabhu? Hare Krishna.
Fine, Guruji. Learning Gita is so nice, Guruji.
Yes.
I am learning third chapter, Guruji.
Very nice.
In third chapter, there is about modes of nature, no, Guruji.
Yeah.
All
You
men are
You
controlled
send me
by.
a message. Yeah.
Yeah. After that, in morning I can't attend due to this timetable. So
Yeah.
in every Sunday I can ask the doubts. All men are controlled by modes of nature, which is called Krishna Maya. Is
Yes.
it evil or good, Guruji? Means by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, one can escape from that.
Yes, Prabhu. So yeah, that is correct. So Krishna is saying that you look at in the 7th chapter, 14th slokam, Krishna says it, Devigi Esha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratya Mamyeva ye Prabatyante Maya Myetam Tarantite. So these are the divine in nature. These three modes of material nature, Gunamayi, Mama Maya, Duratya. It's very difficult to overcome. Anyone who surrenders and Hare Krishna. Rahul Prabhu, are you able to understand now? Hare Krishna.
Understood, Guruji.
So anyone who surrenders unto Krishna, Mamyeva ye prabatyante mayam etam tarantite. That's what Krishna is saying. That anyone who surrenders unto me, they will be freed from Maya. So that's why we need to surrender unto Krishna, then we will be freed from Maya. That's it. So that's why also in the 14th chapter, last but sloka, 26th sloka, Krishna says that Mamchayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatitetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So anyone who renders devotional service unto me without any deviation, he will be able to free from the modes of nature. So that way, if we are engaged in, for example, we already discussed, correct? So for you, you have got a good opportunity. We'll have to identify the devotees in your university. So let us, I think we need to think about this, discuss about that. So that way,
Yeah,
I'm
I
very
had
happy.
identified, Guruji. 5
Yeah.
devotees.
You already
Still
identified?
more. Yeah, identified, Guruji. Still more devotees I am searching.
Yes, very nice, very nice. So that way, in September I will come, and at that time maybe we can plan a lecture in your college, in your university. I can arrange. Okay, so if you already have some of them, so then we can plan. Okay, so that way, That way it will be a good thing. So that way, that is a great opportunity for you to serve Krishna. So then Krishna's mercy, you will be very much, see, like as a student, I enjoyed studying Bhagavad Gita. That was the time I got all this knowledge. So like that, for you, if you are already, I'm very happy you are studying and understanding. And if you get this complete knowledge, it's going to help you in your entire lifetime, correct? So that way, let us plan more. Okay, Pramo?
Okay, Guruji.
So now is your question answered? You understood the answer for your question?
Understood, Guruji.
Very nice. Very nice. I know you sent a message, but I couldn't reply. But it's good you called and asked.
It's okay, Guruji. I think I forgot. I'll just message you, and next time I will ask you.
Yeah. That's a good thing. Yeah, you message, and maybe during our lecture I will answer it. Okay.
Yes, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Is it best to study 2 chapters simultaneously of Bhagavad Gita, Guruji? Means only third chapter simultaneously with the 11th chapter. Is it good?
You can study like that. It's not a problem. But as long as you are concerned, you can. For example, when you are attending a 11th chapter, I'm teaching. That's fine for you to listen. But when you are studying yourself, you go from the beginning and try to develop more and more understanding and keep going further. So that way, try to memorize, understand, like that. You can go. Okay. So, but it's okay for you to listen to this 11th chapter also, since you are studying that chapter. That's fine. It's not a problem.
Okay, Guruji.
Because I am giving lectures in slokas quoting from different chapters, correct? So that way you won't see the difference.
Yes, Guruji.
We will plan,
Guruji,
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
last doubt is that I am able to detach from myself not by studying Bhagavad Gita only, after chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Guruji. Means
Yes,
Hare Krishna Mahamantra is so much powerful than listening to Bhagavad Gita, na, Guruji.
that is very
Yes.
much true, because both are powerful only. But Bhagavad Gita giving us the knowledge, and Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is asking us to control our mind. So you are following. So yeah, it's not. We cannot say that these two are different. One is better, like that. Both are. We need to do. We need to study Bhagavad Gita every day, spread Bhagavad Gita, and then chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra also. We need to do. Yes, bro.
Yes, Guruji.
So
Really,
that way.
that was a nice experience.
Yes, very nice, very nice. You continue doing that, and when you are like that, you will be able to find out. I'm sure there will be, there will be definitely dozens of devotees. At least 40, 50 devotees will be there. We have to identify them. That's something.
Yes, Guruji. I am
So,
identifying them.
yes. So once you are very seriously doing this, they will come and you can introduce them to our class, or we can give you a lecture in your college at that time. So that's what. Let us discuss about it. We can plan. Okay, we'll plan. Once my dates are finalized, we'll plan. Okay.
Okay.
My travel. Okay. So yeah. Any other question you have, Prabhu? You understood everything?
Nothing. No questions, Guruji. Understood.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Kandula Tirupati Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Thank you very much for today's class also. Very interesting every day. You are giving such a knowledge for me. And also I think to understand better the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, to get the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, it is better to chanting is very key role for to understand the Bhagavad Gita, I think. If you
chanting is very important. Yes, bro.
To get the real life knowledge, then only we will get from the Bhagavad Gita. If you read the Bhagavad Gita, it is not understanding the Bhagavad Gita is not good. If you read, if you chant the Krishna's Gita, and you will get the knowledge from Bhagavad Gita. After that, we have to compulsory read the Bhagavad Gita. I think myself that is
very nice.
Okay.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Chanting is very, very important. Yes, bro. 4 things, bro. Chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That's what. Studying Bhagavad Gita, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, offering prasadam to Krishna, and spreading Bhagavad Gita message. These 4 pillars. These 4 pillars, we can actually build our spiritual palace, bro. That's it.
Yes, Guruji. Because we offering the something to the Krishnas, we will get some knowledge. Automatically, our mind will changes.
Yeah, our love will increase so much because we want to offer our Lord Supreme Lord. Yes,
Yes, Guruji. Thank you very much.
that's what our goal. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna,
Yes,
Prabhu.
thank you very much, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. SK Garg Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Guruji, for the nice
Thank you,
lecture and making us understand the cosmic divine form of the Lord Krishna.
Yes,
And so many things are being covered in this 11th chapter. And
Yes,
what I liked the most in this chapter, Guruji, that
Yes,
even if we make any mistake, it's always better to ask for the forgiveness from the Krishna. And it is, if we are really have the bhakti, love towards the Krishna, he will certainly forgive us.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
There is no doubt.
Yes,
Krishna's mercy, it will happen, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, I wanted to. I remember getting your number once, but I don't know. I don't have it in my contact. Can I get your phone number, Prabhu? So I created a Mumbai WhatsApp group,
Yes,
devotees,
Guruji.
so I can add your number. What's your number, Prabhu?
Yes, Guruji. 94
94
235
235
80
80
566.
94 235 80566.
Yes, Guruji.
Okay, Prabhu. So I have saved it. I will add you into that.
Yes,
group.
Guruji. You can certainly add me in the Mumbai group. I'll be
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, we have already groups in Bangalore and Delhi. So like that, we can also discuss in our Mumbai group. Also, we can plan more. Yes, Prabhu. That's what I was thinking.
Certainly,
Prabhu.
Guruji. Certainly, Guruji. It will be nice to meet another like-minded people, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu. We can plan more to.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji.
Yes,
We
I
can
just
plan
added.
your visit later sometimes whenever it is convenient to you. Or till then, we can meet sometimes as per.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. We can. I think we will have to meet periodically, weekly, once or twice, like on Zoom. We can discuss. That's what we are doing right now with the devotees in Bangalore and devotees in Delhi. So like that, we can do here also. We can plan from how we
Yes,
can do.
Guruji, we can do that. Guruji. In fact,
So,
I weekly around weekly, I visit the ISKCON temple at Chopati, which is nearby South Mumbai.
Yes.
And the Juhu also I had visited, not frequently, but twice.
Yeah, I got associated with the Chowpathy temple only, Prabhu. So I got the entire Bhagavad Gita knowledge from there only. Yes, Prabhu.
Guruji, okay, Guruji. The
Yeah,
same
if you are
place.
going there, there Gauranga Prabhu is there. Gauranga Prabhu is the president, I believe, there in Chowpathy temple. So maybe he's my classmate. We studied Bhagavad Gita together, yes, Prabhu, in IIT Bombay.
I will inquire this time around. I'll certainly.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, yes, Prabhu. His name is Gauranga Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
Gauranga Das. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
I know it is Mumbai Central, correct? I always remember from IIT come like in the Central Railway, go there and change to Western Railway.
Yes,
I think the station next to Dadar. Normally we won't change in Dadar. Dadar will be very crowded. So next to there was another station. There you can walk across easily. And now I don't know how it is now. That was I'm talking 30
It
years
is same,
ago.
Guruji. There is no change. There is no change. Dadar is the changeover point between Central and Western. And other one Western line comes to Churchgate, and from the other Central line goes to VT. That is the nowadays Chhatrapati Shivaji terminus.
Yes. So that's what I'll get down at Mumbai Central and then walk from there to the Chowpathy temple. That's what we used to do. Yes.
That's right. Central is a near place. Chhatrapati temple.
Hare Krishna. We will do it every week. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ila Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, since I'm not well, I couldn't listen to lecture very attentively, but
Yes, ma'am.
I will surely listen to it again, and I don't have any doubts today.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna. By Krishna's mercy, you will recover soon. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Pranam, Prabhu.
Really beautiful, wonderful lecture.
Yes, ma'am.
Again, you have reiterated that how by remembering Lord Krishna, we can free ourselves from the materialist world.
Yes, Prabhu.
Only the remembering him is the only key to get detached from the three modes of material nature. It is
Yes,
beautiful. And again, from you, we are getting the darshan of Vishwarupa through our, though we are not having the Dibya eyes, but we are having ears, material ears,
Yes.
and we are seeing his Vishwarupa. The wonderful
Yes.
Vishwarupa we are getting from your from listening you from our ears. That is a darshan. I think by listening we can imagine how beautiful, how enormous, how great the Lord Krishna is. Really,
Yes,
wonderful lecture. I am enjoying the lecture in the interactive session with the devotees. Really,
Yes.
beautiful way of imparting the Krishna knowledge in us.
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you,
Yes.
Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank
Hare
you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Gayatri Mataji. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji. Gayatri Mataji.
Sorry for the late, Guruji.
No
Not
problem.
able to mute properly. Sorry.
No problem, Mataji. No problem. Yes, Mataji. Yes. You
Thank you,
understood
Guruji.
everything.
Thank you. Very nice explanation for the virtual treat you have given in Vishwarupa. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Very nice
Yes,
listening to your
Krishna's
lecture. We are all gifted by
mercy. Yes,
Krishna.
Mataji. Krishna's mercy, Mataji. We are all.
Yeah. Out of the total population, he has selected all of us to hear this.
Yes, Mataji. We are very fortunate. Very, very fortunate to
We are
understand.
very fortunate. Yes, Guruji. Yes. We have to make use of that.
We will, Mataji. We will. Krishna's mercy. It will happen, Mataji. No doubt.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you
Hare Krishna,
for
Mataji.
keeping us in Krishna consciousness. And like
Yes,
Gayatri Mataji just said, we are chosen. We are the chosen few right now to be in your class. Thank you. Thank you, Guruji, for keeping us in consciousness.
Yes,
Thank you for the
Mataji.
class also. Today's class, Guruji.
Yes,
Thank you very
Mataji.
much.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Suresh Tabi Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Very nice session, Guruji, today.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
I could get in the beginning of the lecture. I think you mentioned as depending on to the gunas, like you go to the different lokas, isn't it, Guruji?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Depending on the gunas, yeah. Depending upon what type of guna we have at the time of death.
At the time of the death, so that like you have got a time to improve yourself. Now.
Yes, and if you are freed from the gunas, we'll go to Goloka.
Yeah, that is the higher version of that.
That is correct. Yes, Prabhu. We will not go to any Swarga, Naraka, nothing. We'll go to Goloka.
And or settle between the lokas. So yes, when you go to the Goloka, that is the ultimate, Guruji.
That is correct, Prabhu.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Palniappan Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare Krishna.
So, if you today's lecture, after hearing, when we analyze in depth, what I felt is, what you are advising all of us, that to do the 4 things, that is practice
Yes.
4 things. That is,
Yes, Prabhu.
first of all, make prasada and then offer to
Yes.
Krishna.
Yes,
And
Prabhu.
then Maha Mantra, chant Maha Mantra, and then spread Krishna's
Yes.
mercy to all the people,
Yes, Prabhu.
whoever is
And
there.
then attend this Bhagavad Gita lecture every day. Yes, Prabhu.
These are, but if we go in depth and think about these things itself,
yes, Prabhu.
what you told 2-3 days before, practice makes the things perfect and permanent.
Permanent. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So, this 4 thing is, if we do it, that itself is Bhagavad Gita. What
That's
I
it.
felt. Bhagavad Gita, when we go through Bhagavad Gita, all the places, more or less, the things are taught are do this only. Practice.
Yes, Prabhu. That's it.
Every
That's
day.
it, Prabhu. That's what. If we do this, then we are following the entire Bhagavad Gita. Yes, Prabhu. That's it.
That is the thing I felt when I thought in depth the Bhagavad Gita, what you are teaching, and whatever we are supposed to do to go to Goloka. And then this is a basic thing which I feel it is more important and understood.
Exactly.
Thank you, Guruji. That's
Yes,
the thing.
Prabhu. What you said is correct. We will go to Goloka straight away. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, Guruji. That is the thing which I felt. Thank you,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Manoranjan Sahu, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Very
Krishna.
wonderful session. Very wonderful session. Really, today's chapter is here. Krishna advises all to be like Arjuna. So you can see the inverse form when you surrender yourself to Lord Krishna and ego should not be with us. How Arjuna surrender himself. Nobody has else. Many sages, many saints, they are practicing austerity, austere penances, but they could not fulfill. Or by reading Gitas or Vedas, Upanishads, that won't be the sufficient. So how Lord Krishna shows his universe form. It is a very interesting chapter, 11th chapter. So all chapters, all slokos you insight as a giving us, particularly myself, I feel guilty that I could not. It is only a rare golden opportunity. So by coming to this class, life I think will be complete when you are in the Gita class.
Yes,
so this nectar, this ambrosia, I feel it is so urgent. So a student from childhood to till death, one should not miss this class. So it is should be a compulsory. I feel how Gita is so much. The moment you read from the childhood to till death, it won't complete. I think not by listening or by practice memorizing the slokas. That is not important. But that really we are get divinized when we read one word, one sabda, one pada is so powerful, and we are getting, you are enlightened. Where you are, our ignorance will be eliminated, erased. This cosmic form, how he the God manifestations, everything, how we are lucky to personate. This Gita is handed down from generation to generation. It is not a ordinary thing. Those are golden, having chances, opportunity, should not avail this. You should avail this opportunity. All should try to attend this class. So we should make a plan that we should be, I feel so urgent, though important. Whenever, because I am in the class, yesterday I was in examination duty and 8:30 class started, so I could not attend the class. I felt guilty of myself because of examination duty. So really, In one word, whatever you speak is so important, and we feel that we are not in this material world when you in this class. So we should be like that. We should be very much emotional and kind of feeling that what we have lost, whole life is wasted in wrong directions. So from childhood, eh, all should get this divine power, this divine knowledge, this transcendental knowledge to all family members and all society, all should avail this opportunity. This is the golden opportunity for us. And Prabhupada has rendered a great service. And I should try my best. All the ISKCON books written by Prabhupada and all devotees, ISKCON devotees and great saints, scholars. So we should not miss. Those devotees are present. Should not miss any book or the magazine, the Supreme Godhead, and so many books written by magazine journals by ISKCON. One should not miss to possess and read so that you will be charged with spiritual power. This is the way, this is the medium, this is the means to achieve the end of our life. By reading the scriptures, this Bhagavad Gita, the gospel, the real truth is really, I am very thankful to Guruji. Wonderful session. So I am very much indebted. For me, I am thinking that I am transforming into a, in the process, not completely, but I could not expect. I was feeling guilty of that, what I have done wrong deeds in my life. So this is the, even Dasu Ratnakar, the Balmiki and so many saints, by the coming in contact with the sages, sadhu, santas, one can transform into right being. So really, and sometimes also Ram Prabhu also realized that I was in the moving in the movies and TVs and all these nonsense things. And he realizes, I feel that he is also getting more and more emotional and getting charged with spiritual power. And myself also, and so many devotees like me and Ram, all. And we should be very much thankful to Guruji because of your grace, because of your blessings, all you are enjoying this class. Really, those we should come to this class and enjoy this class and get this power, and to it is the way to reach the Goloka, the God's abode, the mental peace. The mind is getting disturbed. Now 99% people are suffering only for mental mind is getting distracted. Lack of Gita knowledge. When equanimity can be of mind can be attained through only Gita. So that is very important for us. So thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman, Naman, Naman.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Chandrakanta Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. I couldn't join the morning session, Guruji, meeting because I had a severe
Yeah, no
backache.
problem, Mataji. No problem. Yes.
I took sedatives, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Guruji. Right, I took some sedatives.
Are you feeling better, Mataji, now? Are you feeling okay now?
Yes, Guruji. I could join during the time of your chanting only, Guruji. Anyhow,
Yes,
tomorrow we are meeting. Tomorrow I will be all right, Guruji. Tomorrow I meet. Satsang will happen.
Okay, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Yeah, tomorrow we can. Yeah.
Palaniyappan might have briefed you, Guruji,
Yes,
yesterday.
Yes.
It's a different kind of an experience, Guruji. Then yesterday some thoughts.
We are a good place there to distribute, and people were not there.
Yes. A different thing, Guruji. I thought of sharing in the meeting. Yeah. It's a different kind of a feeling, different kind of a population, temple, everything, Guruji. But in the meeting I'll share, Guruji. I don't want to waste everybody's time on that experience. Because yesterday while distributing, so many thoughts were coming. Like earlier, when I was distributing, my mind was blank and I was only focusing on distribution. I was very blank. Yesterday, so many thoughts. I was analyzing a situation, temple, everything, Guruji. That
made me little sad. Why I'm doing, thoughts are coming. Then immediately I used to realize and used to do my duty for Krishna. But still, some thoughts were coming. I was not blank, Guruji. My best experience in doing seva is I'll be blank. Then only I can do whatever Krishna's the mercy is there. That way, yesterday it was something like that. Guruji, some thoughts were coming that I felt bad, but thought about my thoughts only. That was the experience, Guruji. But still, I could distribute, but not as much as earlier temple, Guruji, because people were different.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, some 1 inch that I'll take the things, flyers. Maybe 100 I could have distributed. That's all, Guruji. I don't know, no phone calls also. Shashireka Mataji didn't add anybody. Because for our first number, everybody call her only. So yesterday, I don't think nobody called anyone. That is the thing, Guruji. I was also thinking, Guruji, today's discussion, I was also not understanding Gita, Guruji. It is simple. Whatever the serious this thing earlier, Guruji, I feel now I was relating to it today's discussion myself. I feel, Guruji, if we chant, then it will be easy for us to understand Krishna, Guruji. Chanting, as you told, its 4 pillars are very important, but chanting really helps to understand Gita. This is also my experience, Guruji. If we chant, we will understand Gita very well, understand Krishna very well, Guruji. Some magic is there with the chanting and Gita, Guruji. That's what I also felt in my experience, Guruji. Today's class discussion was interesting, Guruji. Class I couldn't attend properly, Guruji. I'll see in the YouTube, Guruji. Guruji? 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 Hare Krishna, Guruji? Hare Krishna? Krishna, Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, are you able to hear, Mataji? Are you able to hear me now?
No, Guruji, I don't know. I couldn't. Yes, Guruji, there was no response. Then I thought it is happening.
Some problem,
only, Guruji. During discussion also, sometimes I used to hear, sometimes I couldn't hear, and I'm not seeing your picture also, Guruji, on my screen. It's
today I am not on video because I'm outside. But yes, Mataji.
No,
sometimes maybe
coming. Some photo was coming. That also it's not there, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah, that my laptop actually charge completely went off, Mataji. That's why you are not able to see it. Yes, Mataji.
That's what I was sharing, Guruji. Chanting will really help to understand Krishna and Gita, Guruji. That is also my experience.
Yes, Mataji.
I relate, but now during the discussion, I was introspecting myself. When we chant, when I started chanting only, I could understand the Krishna better. I could understand Gita better. That's what also my experience I want to share, Guruji. That really helps, Guruji. The 4 pillars important, as you told. Every day you should remind us, Guruji, regarding 4 pillars in your. Yes, Guruji, that is very important. We will forget, Guruji, these 4 pillars. No,
voice is breaking, Mataji, again. Yes.
Yes, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Ram
Hare
Prabhu,
Krishna,
Hare
Guruji. Yeah, another plus day, Guruji. I was able to go through with the Bhagavad Gita book and took some notes as well, Guruji. Excellent lesson, Guruji. My service to Lord Krishna yesterday started, Guruji, the kitchen service. I was trained by a 10-year-old boy called Ati Prabhu. So he was a little. Then I've seen many Krishnas. Most of the devotees' kids were there. and two girls, they did a Narasimha Arati. Oh, such a wonderful things, Guruji. I learned from them. 2, 3 girls, they were playing. They have a tennis ball. They played together. One girl was not able to catch well. So after some time, the other girl is saying, let the other girl win. I'm just playing for her to win. See, Guruji, at the tender age, young age, I was just observing because the service was over in 1 hour. There were many volunteers. We cut the vegetables, everything, all done. So I was observing. Then I gave a feedback to the center in charge. This is what I learned. Then I took a picture of that little boy saying he is my teacher now, and it was wonderful, Guruji. The another important thing I learned, which our Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu touched today, we don't have to feel guilt, Guruji, because as long as you concentrate on your work which is assigned to you, that is Krishna has given to you, that is sufficient, Guruji. We are all a Krishna devotee. Krishna, we realize Krishna. We know who is Krishna now. And like, see, even you can't charge your laptops. You are busy. Sometimes you can't play a video at all. It doesn't mean we have to feel guilt, Guruji, because this is all our commitment. Krishna has assigned us to do this task. We are sincere, Guruji. You see, even though you have all this constraint, you are focusing on your work. Concentration is there, Guruji. That is sufficient. That's why I always admire Manoranjan Shagu Prabhu. Despite of his constraint, he travels in a bus there in the market, busy market scenes, the background noises, horn sounds, everything. But he was still focusing on Krishna. That is very important, Guruji. Many people give up. Then even you can see that, Guruji, the phone signals for Brinda, Jeshi, Mazadi and all. It's always a case in a big city like India and Mumbai and all. Always you can for a signal. You know, and even though you have any number of towers, you can't control the movement of people. All of a sudden, 100 people move into your vicinity. There is a contention for a signal. That always happens, Guruji. And so this is, despite of that, we should stay on, Guruji. That is what important. Thank you very much, Guruji. It's a wonderful class and it's really a divine bliss, Guruji. And being in Singapore, experience all sort of material pleasures. I'm finding, Guruji, this is one of the best pleasure, listening to your lesson and taking notes and just reading it again and again, Guruji. This is one of the best, Guruji. This is what the real bliss, Guruji. The rest of the happiness, all like going to heaven, you will definitely come back again to the earth. But this is a tri-state, the Goloka, where the bliss is there. It is eternal. We are at the feet of Lord Krishna, Guruji. Thank you very much for guiding us, Guruji. It is very, very unique. As you rightly said, one must experience, one must practice, then only they can experience, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Guruji, the other thing Brinda Jesi Mataji said about some friend passed away on Thursday night class, you exactly said in a Tamil class. When a body is there, some will say, oh, take the body out. It is going to oozing, all these things. Correct? You are saying. Same thing she mentioned also, Guruji, that happens. The body doesn't command any respect, Guruji. You're right. The same thing you mentioned on a Thursday night Tamil class. And it has become a reality. Mataji has given, she has seen, witnessed, Guruji. This is something you train us. What is going to happen in future? We are already giving very good explanations, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. There used to be a movie, Hollywood movie called Next, Guruji. There's a Hollywood movie. Next, the person knows what is going to happen. So the hero. So you made us all like a hero, Guruji. We all know what is going to happen next. But the hero remains very calm, Guruji. That's what you are doing it, Guruji. So this is also Krishna's play. Probably the director has read Bhagavad Gita. He should be Srila Prabhupada's devotee. So that's what happening. I know what is going to happen next. And you have been prompting. All I have to do is just chant Mahaman. I can't do anything also, Guruji. Even say if someone says I'm going to die tomorrow, the only thing is I have to chant. That's it, Guruji. So this is all Krishna's play, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Sashi
Guruji.
Prabhupada, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji, for the wonderful class. Also, very insightful discussions. And I also agree to Chandrakanta Mataji, what she said. Out of the 4 pillars, chanting is the main one that actually I too feel that it helps us in instant bonding with Krishna. So, though other pillars are also very, very important, but that instant bonding we realize when we are chanting, Guruji. So that is
Yes,
really very
yes.
helpful. Also agree to Ram Prabhu who said that focus and dedication is the utmost requirement. Like Manoranjan Sahu Prabhu, in spite of all the situations that he is in, he is able to focus and have dedicated and single focused attention on whatever is being discussed in the class. So this is all what is required, Guruji. And thank you so much for guiding us and leading us the way towards Krishna, Guruji, every single day. Thank you so much,
Yes,
Guruji. Thank you for all
thank
your
you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna to everyone.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु
Hare Krishna,
दंडवत
Hare
प्रणाम
Krishna. Dandavad Pranam,
कंदर
Prabhu. Hare
कृपा
Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा रामा
Hare
राम
Rama,
हरे
Rama, Hare Hare.
थैंक यू गुरु जी आपका आशीर्वाद बना रहे
Hare Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्णा
Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Kadiraman Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, today's class are all understanding Guruji. And
Yes, Prabhu.
today we will planning in my house some bhajanas and prasadam ready to
Very nice.
many devotees are come in my house.
Very, very nice, Prabhu. Very, very nice service. Hare
Evening
Krishna.
Guruji. Morning Health Minister Subramaniam M. Subramaniam is coming in Salem Guruji.
Yes.
So
Yes.
morning program is my duty, Guruji. Evening we will program the Krishna's bhajana.
Very nice, Prabhu. Very nice. Krishna's mercy.
Yes.
That's a very excellent service, Prabhu. A lot of service, yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class, Guruji. No doubts, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I spoke with all the Ravindra Koil Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Ravindra Koil Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thanks for a wonderful
Yes,
class.
Yes, Prabhu.
I have a few things to share.
Yes, Prabhu.
Manoranjan Prabhu has said about the feeling of guilt. Actually, this feeling of guilt remains only when we, so long when we consider ourselves as a doer. So when we learn from Bhagavad Gita that we are not the doer, it is the material nature, three modes of material nature, which is doing everything. Then this feeling of guilt should not be there. So,
It will not be there, yes.
Yeah, I have experienced this, and after learning so much from you, then I have certain things in my mind which are now vanished automatically.
Yes.
Yes. Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So nobody should have any guilt, in fact. So when he is not sure, then how can a feeling of guilt can be there? Then, Guruji, I have experienced. Then when I do morning chanting, initially the mind wanders, but gradually as we reaches to round number 12 and onwards, 13, 14, the mind is, it seems that mind is tired of, and it has and it is now moving as per the chanting. So today I had the feeling as if my mind was focused on my tongue and on my fingers.
Yes.
On the beat. So beats, touch feeling, and the lips, not lips, the tongue, the front part of the tongue, and my mind. They were together for a very brief period of time in the 15th or 16th round. So that was a very nice feeling, Guruji. So
very nice.
That shows that probably the practice really makes the things perfect. So I thought I should share.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That will definitely make happen. Krishna's mercy, it will happen. It's all.
Yeah, one more doubt about today's lecture. You said that this Vishwarupa was not seen by the Sanjay, he only listened about it. But in the 77th verse of chapter 18, Sanjay says that he is very happy to Tatcha Sansmritya Rupam Ati Adbhutam Hare. Vismyo me Mahan Rajan Harshami Cha Pune Pune. So was it the Vishwarupa, or it is something else which he is recalling?
It was not Vishwarupa. It was just seeing Krishna only. Sakshat Kadayataga Swayam. So, Yacha Samsmritya Rupam Ati Adbudam Hari. So, he's talking about Rupam Ati Adbudam Hari. Means very beautiful, wonderful form to see. Arjuna was seeing that Vishwarupa is very fearful, correct? So, definitely Sanjaya was not talking about that. But when Arjuna himself was perturbed in mind, then what to speak about Sanjaya? So, that was definitely, he didn't see that Vishwarupa. Yes.
So Sanjay was just recalling he was able to see the Krishna.
Yes, see Krishna. Yeah. Yes.
Right. Okay. Right. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Nice of you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Kuldeep Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Kuldeep. Hare Krishna. I spoke with all the devotees, and we will again continue to study our Bhagavad Gita on Tuesday morning. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.